and welcome to MondBodyMary. Today we are going to practice working in our diaphragmatic breath, basically using our diaphragm to pull air in. This will be our first step in changing our breath practice from a forceful inhalation to a more passive opening and allowance. So, if you would like to join me, have something comfortable. I am sitting on a block. You could also use a blanket, something to help elevate your hips from your knees so your spine can stand nice and tall, and also it allows your hips and lower back to be in alignment as well. Okay, so let's start first this practice just by noticing our breath. We really like to start this with every practice we do, so we are really able to make sure we're coming into this space and this practice from an area of acceptance and being our own caring witness. So I would like to invite you to start breathing in through your nose if you can, and out through your mouth. Once again, just noticing the breath and how it is starting to flow in. Maybe it feels a little tight, maybe the chest is tight, maybe the nostrils are stinging a little bit, maybe somehow everything feels very smooth and relaxed already. Wherever you are on that spectrum, we can meet that with grace and care. So continue here to breathe for a few more breaths. Maybe you're starting to lengthen that inhale. You can count if you'd like. And that exhale. Maybe we're feeling our shoulders open up a little bit more as we inhale. And beginning to feel that release and that kind of drop as we exhale. This is what I like to say, we are connecting with our breath, being intentional about it, and from here on out, our breath will continue to be our anchor. Great. Now, usually I would say for us to take our arms up as we're inhaling and let them open and expand as we exhale. If you would like to do that a little bit, I fully support that. But for the sake of this particular practice, I want to now take our attention to our belly area, diaphragm, that juicy goodness right at our solar plexus chakra as well. So as we're breathing, let's try to feel what it would feel like to breathe into this space. And also, what does it feel if we are going to really just focus on controlling the expansion of this breath, of this space? You want to stick your belly out so far, using those abdominal muscles to push out, and then suck them in. Usually, I would say for us to just breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth, but for the sake of just feeling what it feels like in here, do whatever you need to do to begin to feel the control over this space. It's opening up and sucking in. Now you can also turn back to one of my videos where we did our 360 breath using a band as receiving feedback. That is also a great thing if you want to check back to kind of revisit this space. So we are expanding out and bringing it in. And when you bring it in, really feeling the abdominal muscles engaged, pulling that belly kind of into that lower back. You're feeling your spine, maybe some tension. That's okay. We just want to take this moment to fire up all these spaces and reconnect ourselves with that feedback. All right, let's bring it down. Maybe that was a bit aggressive, a bit forceful. We did need that for that moment, but now we're coming back to that more subtle, passive breath. And here is where we're going to join the two together. As we're breathing, we also want to bring attention to our throat and our neck. Breathing in, feeling an opening and a releasing of the throat. Drop the tongue. Opening up, feeling that belly expand as well now. And if you can bring it from the belly up into those upper parts of the lungs, push into any, breathe into any tension, and exhale when you need. As you exhale, keep exhaling, pushing out all the air, feeling that belly sink back into the ribs. And now, inhale, starting with opening the belly. As if that diaphragm was a paper sack. We exhale, pushing out all the air, and then you expand the belly first to breathe, to pull in the air. And if you could hear what sounds like an ocean wave in the back of your ear as air was coming in through that relaxed throat, through the nose, but by way of the open throat, congratulations. You have just experienced your first Ujjayi breath. And it is my understanding that it's very hard to get to the essence of meditation when we are already coming from a space of force and even aggression. So I invite you to notice now if anything feels a little different when you are now working on breathing through that relaxed throat. And the breath lengthen as we begin to bring it up into that upper part of the lungs, where there's probably tightness. When I say breathe in until you feel it in your heart, that's what I mean. So now we're going to continue to bring those two together. And now as we open up, maybe roll those shoulders back. Drop them down as you exhale, pushing out all the air. As much as you can, really activating those abs. And now, expand the belly, open up. Right, we can take our arms up this time. Opening up. Pause at the top until you can't breathe anymore. And then take a little in and pause again and exhale nice and slow. Let the arms float as the air slowly floats out. And now give it that extra push as you bring the belly in. Push any excess air out, and then open up those nostrils, open up that throat as you push the belly out. into that heart space. And exhale. Let's keep going. Great. Let's now expand our side body now that we've fired up this core area. Taking one hand to the floor, the other hand reaches straight up, and then we begin to curve over, extending and expanding that side. Inhale back up to center. Take that opposite hand, reaching it up, 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 up as far as it'll go. And then let's begin to see where our curve and reach is. Working up here to open the chest. You can look at your hand to open those shoulders up more. And then easing in to find where that stretch feels good for us today. Inhale up to the center and back. You can also take both hands up and just work that shoulder space. These exercises here today are all about bringing our mind into our body and allowing the body to kind of guide us and trusting in that of what it is telling us we need.